Okay, here we go. Today we're going to be talking about our premium one-on-one coaching program at inventRight. It doesn't matter if you have a consumer product, an industrial product, a medical product, if it's a toy or a gadget or an automotive product. If a company can license that product and make it part of their product line, they can pay you royalties on it, and we can show you how to do a deal with companies larger than you ever thought possible doing a deal with. So when you license a product to that big company, you become that big company. Your product is with that big company. You get royalties from that big company. So you can dream big. I always joke you can have delusions of grandeur when you're licensing, and you're not delusional, because for them to sell, depends on the product, 10,000 units, 50,000 units, 2 million units a year, that's normal for them. But for you to try to start a business and sell the product yourself, that is very, very difficult. So instead, do what we're going to show you how to do through our premium one-on-one coaching program, which is licensing. Sell it to a big company, receive royalties for as long as they sell it. If they stop selling it at some point, you're going to get that product back. You're never really selling it, you're renting your idea to a big company. We're experts at this. We've been doing it for 24 years. I've had students in over, I think, about 65 countries. Steve and Kia and myself co-founded this business 24 years ago. Our amazing coaches, they're fantastic. They will guide you. They're all employees. They're not contractors. Everything is confidential. We don't get a percentage of your royalties ever. And we don't try to sell you a bunch of other stuff. It's truly a very transparent relationship. So let's get into a little bit of the success that our students have had, and then we'll jump into the details of the premium one-on-one coaching program here at inventRight. All right, we're here on the buyer's guide. This is something we put together last Christmas so that we could support our members that have licensed products, and people could buy their products for the holidays. But then we said, well, why don't we keep this thing up here? So these are all products that our students have licensed. A few of them have ventured, but almost all of them have licensed. And these are products you can buy right now today. You can click on these links, go to wherever it's sold, Amazon, a website, wherever it's sold, maybe a big box retailer, and you can buy these products. So you can see it goes on and on and on. One of the things as I scroll through these products that I want to mention is we've had students license toys, gadgets and gizmos, consumer products, commercial products, medical devices that save lives, industrial products. These industrial products and things, of course, are not up here because there's not like a link where you can just buy them on Amazon or Walmart or something. But I want to let you know we do a wide variety of products. If there is a company selling that type of product and they would like your product to be part of their product line, you can license it. Okay, and if you're unsure, you can talk to one of our advisors and we can let you know if your product is licensable. But there's a wide variety of types of products that you can license, as you can see on this page. So this is just some of our products, students' products that are on the market today, and you can buy it. This is on the buyer's guide. Now I'm going to jump to the testimonial page, and this is really cool if we go here to the top. Kathy Vidal, if you don't know, she's the director of the entire patent office. They know we've been doing this for 24 years. They know we're the good guys, and she gives a really incredible testimonial there from the director of the entire patent office, Kathy Vidal. Now, if you page down, you can see tons of testimonials, people that have licensed, people that really appreciate their coaching and help, all sorts of different types of testimonials. You can click on Read Full Testimonial and get more information. But you can see this goes on and on. I have to go really fast here because there's so much. It's kind of ridiculous. I'll try to page through just to give you a feel, but I'm paging down really quick. I'm only halfway down the page now. Now I'm going to go super fast. Okay, let's see how long it takes to get to the bottom. We had to remove a bunch of stuff actually because the page wasn't loading. Is that us bragging? Yeah, I guess it is, but I guess that's fair enough, right? But anyway, so that's a little bit of information about our students and their success. So now let's get into the weeds about our premium program. Okay, here we are on the premium program page. So the first thing that I want to make clear is that this program is catered to you. If you just have a sketch on a napkin, or you've been selling the product for years and you want to license it because you know a big company can do better, or anywhere in between, you have a provisional patent, you have a patent, you have a prototype, you don't have a prototype, What we're able to do with one-on-one coaching is jump to exactly where you are. Sometimes people see some of this information on this page as to what we do, and they go, well, I don't need that and that and that, so give me a discount. I'm like, no, we're going to help you with more higher level stuff. We will instantly jump to wherever you are. That could be reaching out to companies. That could be working on your marketing materials. It could be evaluating the marketplace. Could be doing a sell sheet and a virtual prototype. Could be anything. We're going to jump to where you are. It's completely customized to you. Yes, we have a 10-step system that has the steps, but if you've done those steps, the coach will verify that you've done them right. Now, you want the coach to tell you, look, this needs to be fixed. Sometimes people come to us and they're like, well, I did that and that and that. And we're like, yeah, you did it, but your marketing sucks. You're not going to send this to 30 companies. This is not a good marketing piece. We'd never use that word, of course, sucks. But we say, look, we need to fix this first. So if you don't want to hear our advice, don't sign up for coaching. But we're always willing to work with you. And in the end, every decision is yours. Every decision on whether or not to take a deal or do this or do that, but hopefully you're going to listen to your coach's advice and they're going to guide you. Not only do you get a coach, but you also get a negotiation coach too. So you have a coach and that's going to guide you through the whole licensing process, and then a negotiation coach that's going to guide you through the whole entire negotiation, what to say back via emails, what to say on the next phone call. Typically negotiations are 1 to 3 months of back and forth. And that's the average. We've had students do brutal 10-month deals, and we've had 1 or 2 students close a deal in 2 weeks. Normally, that's not how it works. Normally, it's the 1 to 3 months of back and forth. It's not like they show interest and instantly they give you a contract and you're just signing it. There's a lot to be done there. There's a lot of modifications to be done with the contract, a lot of negotiating back and forth. At least 50% of the deal is dependent on you and what you do and say. You can't just sit there and respond to what they're saying. Deals won't get done that way. But our negotiation coach and your coach will guide you through all of that to make sure you're doing it like somebody's been doing it for 20 years, even though this is your first deal. Now, the company will perceive you as very professional. In the back end, you might be kind of nervous, but you're consulting your coach and the negotiation coach. All right, let's get into the details of the premium one-on-one coaching program. During your membership, you're going to receive a wide array of products and services to help you license your ideas, including personal coaching. The personal coaching is, guys, that's everything. When you look at all the success stories and those products that are currently on the market and everything that we've done with our students, they took the premium one-on-one coaching program. Talking to your coach every week, them giving you the path you need to go down during the week, not overwhelming you with things that are further down the path. If you want to talk to them about that, you can, but focusing on what your next steps are for the week, and then meeting with you a week later, and then in between, you can email them. So email support alone to me would be a joke, but as a supplement, it's great. You're on with your coach every week. They know you, your strengths, your weaknesses, your project, what they gave you to do. So let's say you do a coaching session, and then 3 days later you're kind of confused on something. You drop your coach an email. They know everything you're up to, and they can answer it via email. And then you have a coaching session a couple days later, and they're going to review what you've done. So you don't need to feel like you need to do everything perfectly. They pointed you down the right path so you didn't waste your time. Your time is of the essence. It's very, very important. You didn't waste your time, and you did all the right things. You focused on the right things, not the wrong things. Most inventors are focusing on the wrong things and kind of going in circles. People are like, I'm so happy that I have a coach. I'm not going in circles anymore. So you have a very clear direction for that week. And then your coach will check what you did. Let's say it's a list of companies, or let's say it's marketing materials, or whatever it is, or reaching out. They're going to look at what you're doing, and they're going to go, oh, okay, let's change this and change that. And so they're keeping you on track. And so you're getting 26 calls over a year. At the beginning, you definitely want to meet every week. Okay, you want to meet every week with your coach. But at some point, you might decide, hey, you work it out with your coach. I'd like to meet every other week now. But we do not limit you to one project. At the beginning, we do, because you need to learn the process. So over this year membership, and it might not be what you're thinking about now. You're thinking about this one product you're really excited about, and you want to work on licensing it. But over a year, you can work on more than one product if you want to work on other products as well. But you can't come out of the gate with 2 or 3. You got to get some emails in, LinkedIn messages in for that product number 1, and then you can talk with your coach about working on product number 2. It's between you and your coach. You work it out. And by the way, all our coaches are all employees. They're not contractors. They're all employees of the company. And they're amazing, amazing people. And guess what? Every single one of them was a former inventRight member that shined as being exceptional at some point. And I'm very proud of that. We don't have a single inventRight coach that wasn't a former inventRight member, and they're all amazing. Now, we have former inventRight members that are amazing and they license a lot of products, but I wouldn't ask them to be a coach because they don't have the right personality for it. So our coaches are amazing at what they do, plus they have the right personality. They have really helpful personality in that they want to help people, and you got to have that as a coach, right? That goes without saying. So in addition to those one-on-one coaching sessions, we also have 30-minute group coaching sessions every Monday through Thursday. So you can utilize that as well. But really, what people really, really like is to share confidential information with their coach. And everything you share with us is confidential. We take no percentage whatsoever of anything you ever do. And we don't try to upsell you to a bunch of other products. You work with your coach. We don't take a percentage. We don't try to sell you other things. You keep 100% of all your royalties, and everything is absolutely confidential, just to make all that clear. So learn how to conduct your own patent search. That's very important. Market search, more important than a patent search, but we have trainings on that. And then we give you some software. We call it Smart IP, so you can file a provisional patent for $60. You don't need to go and spend $2,500 with a patent attorney. You can pay the patent office fee of $60. Use our software to file it. You can talk with your coach about different iterations of it. That's one of the most important things when filing a provisional patent. What's the other versions of it? Throw that all in your provisional. And it's only $60. That's the patent office. We don't pay that one for you. You got to pay the patent office, of course, but we give you the software to write your provisional. I have some students that didn't even have their GED. They didn't graduate high school, and they were able to do it just fine. So anybody can write their provisional. Don't think you need to write what you see people have filed patents on. When you go to Google or a patent office and you look at patents, you're like, I can't write that. You don't need to write that. Provisional patents can be written in common English, so don't worry about that. We're going to make sure that your marketing is right. There's no reason to reach out to 30 companies if your marketing sucks. Your marketing needs to be spot on. They need to get your benefit of your product in 6 seconds. The coach will help you do that, and then you can send that information to our design studio to make it pretty with a virtual prototype and or sell sheet. So you really got to learn how to create strong marketing material. We're going to show you how to reach out to companies, reaching out on LinkedIn, email, and then a lot of people don't pick up their phones these days, but if you want to, you can call on the phone as well. So you really got to do that. We have a whole program called Smart Pitch where we teach you how to reach out on LinkedIn, and that's an amazing program as well. But you can do email, you can do phone, you can do LinkedIn, and all this stuff becomes very doable when a coach breaks it down for you. If you don't really like to talk to people, make phone calls, I'm not a salesperson, well, you don't need to send an email or a LinkedIn message, okay? We also have our database of thousands of companies looking for ideas, and you can utilize that, but also the coach is going to help you make your list that's right for your product, okay? And we also have a program called Bridging the Gap where we bring on companies. We've had about 38 so far. They come on a Zoom session. Hey, here's what we're looking for. And then we actually will give you their direct email. So that's really cool too, where they actually came on, talked to all our students. Here's a little bit about our company and what we're looking for. Even if you don't have a product, let's say they're doing a toy, but you have a medical device, it's really encouraging to see a marketing manager or a CEO of this giant company talk about what they're looking for, and you're like, oh, they're people just like me. It just makes it that much more doable. So even if you're not going to be submitting to some of those companies, it breaks it down and makes it very real that they're just people like you and me, and it's very, very doable. So again, that was Bridging the Gap that I was just talking about there. So negotiations, when we help you with negotiations, we'll put you on with our negotiation coach, and he will guide you through the entire process. And that is before the contract as well. There's a lot of negotiations that happen before the contract. Some people say, oh, I'll just talk to the negotiation coach when I get a contract. No, we got to guide you to what to say back to those emails. So any email, you should not be replying to it without your coach or a negotiation coach saying, reply like this. Because you'll be like, I think I should reply like this. And your coach is like, oh, no, that's not what they really mean. Say this. And then our coach will also tell you how to handle any phone call you have with a company. And what's really nice about licensing is very slow back and forth. You got plenty of time to consult with your coach or the negotiation coach. It's not a big meeting where you're dancing on the boardroom table and you're going to close a deal right then. It doesn't work. You're not going to fly out. You know, you might do a video chat, you might do a phone call, and you'll do some emails, but you're not going to be flying out. You don't need to be a captain of industry to do this. Anybody can do this, from a housewife to an astrophysicist. We've had all those types of students, and they can all do this. But you need us to tell you what to say back to the next email and what to say back on the next phone call. And so it's like we're doing the negotiation, but you're the mouthpiece. So that's very, 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 very important. And you know, one thing that really surprises people is it's 50% dependent on you. You cannot just respond to what they're saying. You got to kind of take it this direction. Our students all the time, oh, Paul, our negotiation coach told me take it this way, and it's like, holy crap, that worked. You know, and I would have just responded like this, and Paul would be like, I probably would have fizzled out if you did that. So that's very, very valuable, not just the contract negotiations. Now, Paul will help you with the contract too, but we are not attorneys, so when a deal gets 95% done, he'll say, look, this is a good contract. We've helped you go back and forth, but before you sign it, have a licensing attorney just for an hour or two, look at it, dot the I's and cross the T's. But that saves our students a lot of money. More importantly, it saves our students from killing the licensing attorney killing the deal. You do not want a licensing attorney involved early on. They will argue about things in order to get more billable hours, but you're not going to sign the agreement without having a licensing attorney look over the final agreement. But you'll understand it so well at that point, because Paul has helped you go back and forth with the company, that you're like, I get it. And we've even had some students that are like, I don't think I need to go to attorney. And we're like, just for an hour or two, just go, please. And I think some people are so convinced that the contract is good, they don't do that, but we insist, and we actually send an email, we insist that you do that. Before you've got a deal on the table, it's all done, pay a licensing attorney for an hour to go over it. And we've got some good attorneys that will do that, because most of them won't, because they want to get a bunch of money out of you, and we're not charging you anything more to do the negotiation. That's very clear. It's unlimited negotiations during that year with any deals that you get into. You also get a discount on sell sheets and virtual prototypes. So you get a discount on both of those. And as of this video recording, you can, if you're a student, it's dirt cheap. While you're a student with us, you can get a sell sheet for $149, and you can get a virtual prototype for $249. It's ridiculous. You can easily spend, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Talk to many inventors for those types of services. So that's a huge benefit as well. And then you get access to all the trainings. There's a whole bunch of trainings on the site, but I want you to keep this in mind. You're not taking quizzes and tests. You're not having the coaches and study all this stuff and then take this test. The coach is like, here's our action plan for working on your project from day one. Now, let's say you're working on your list of companies or you're working on your marketing materials. Are they going to also say, well, watch this video or that video or read this in the membership site that's going to help you with what you're doing right now? Yes, but no quizzes and tests. We do what we call experiential learning. You're working on your project from day one. Do we want you to watch some trainings that will supplement what the coach is telling you? Of course, and you need to do that. Okay, so let's talk about the key benefits of being a one-on-one premium coaching member. The coach is going to make sure you do and say everything right. They're going to micromanage you, and I'm not using micromanaging as a bad term. I'm just going to see it as a very positive term. You want them on top of you, looking at every email, everything you send, reviewing what you're doing, so you can have the confidence to move forward every week, and also knowing that they got your back. You get an email, you have to talk to somebody, things aren't working, they got your back at every turn. So a lot of people tell me before they come to inventRight, they feel like they're going in circles. And they say, I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like every week I'm moving forward, and before you know it, you'll be in front of companies. So that's the core benefit of joining inventRight. Okay, so how do you reach out to us? You can go to inventRight.com, inventRight.com, and you can click on Contact Us. There's going to be a phone number there for you. There's a link if you want to book with us, or you can fill out a form, or you can book a call with us. You can do any of those things. It doesn't matter, and that link will be down below in the description as well. So go to inventRight.com, click on Contact Us, or click on the link in the description below, and Sylvia or Dana, they're both advisors. They'd be more than happy to talk to you. Sometimes, quite often, I talk to people as well. Talk to me as well. Very, very friendly. We're never pushy. So reach out. Learn more about how we can help, even if you're not ready yet. So you're going to know, oh, when I'm ready, I'm going to know what inventRight is and how they can help me, and maybe you're going to have some more questions that I covered today. Okay, so take care, everybody. Keep inventing, and we'll catch up with you guys next time. See ya. Bye.